Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This in motion. Melvin Roy. A Tractor LLC is in the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC, solutions made for your vineyard. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond Certified, and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
The Stompers' 2026 CCL schedule is exactly halfway done. 21 down, 21 to play in the summer of 26, and the Stompers enter the second half one game below 500 at 10-11. They take on the red-hot Crawdads at 15-4. Welcome to the Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa with Nate Martin, getting you set for the first game of week number 5. The Stompers and the Dads for the 4th time this year. Nate, Sonoma took the first game against Walnut Creek and then have lost the last 2, including a real ugly 10-error affair last Friday.
Yeah, it was not really a pretty game to watch at all, bad baseball. But I think the Stompers showed a lot of improvements. I think the offense was a little bit stronger, provided some spark against different relievers. And then the pitching, besides a couple of bad innings, was really solid. So there's a lot to build on from that, rather than Wednesday's really bad loss. That's what I felt like was the low point of the season so far for Sonoma. So it's another good opportunity to bounce back.
After that loss to Walnut Creek, though, Sonoma finished the weekend on a high note. They beat the Merchants by the score of 7-4. That was one of the cleanest games the Stomps have played all season. That included that big 6-run 6th inning. And Zach Pace always says, whatever team scores the most in one inning is often going to win the game. What do the Stompers have to do to get that crooked number tonight, Nate?
Just do what they did in that 6-run inning. Instead of trying to looking for it all on just one swing, you stack up at-bats and you pass the lumber. You work walks. You take weak contact for a hit. You do whatever you have to do to be able to put yourself in that position to put up crooked numbers.
The Stompers put up 8 consecutive at-bats in that crooked number 6-run 6th inning. Hear all about it in the highlights of Sunday's win that Nate Martin's about to take you through.
Final game from a tough week for Sonoma was against Alameda, a team it beat 2 days before, and things got started in a good way.
He misses high for ball 4. Misael Uripero's 12th RBI of the season comes on a walk. 4 straight have reached with 2 outs. Sonoma leads it 1-0.
But the Merchants would soon answer back.
1 ball in play that scored a run this inning. A check swing on a pitch that came in to hit him. No swing, says Kevin Addington. An RBI hit by pitch makes it 3-1.
That lead would hold for a couple of innings until the Stomps tied it up in the 6th thanks to Nick Sebastiani.
Sebastiani hoping to open this one up. Hits that one right up the middle, in and out of the glove of Rodriguez. Bass comes home. Tie ball game. Nick Sebastiani with his 2nd hit of the day.
And from there, Sonoma would pour it on.
The pitch. Hit sharply off the leg of their pitcher, and it's going to allow a run to score. Ayala comes home. Rodriguez fires over to third, not in time. Hunter Carlson adds RBI 23 and 24. Gets the first pitch and bounces that one over to third. Leshak charges, and he fires over to first for the 2nd out of inning, but a run scores. The 2-2 hit the other way, and it gets over to Rodriguez at short. He fields it. Carlson waved home. Play at the plate, not in time. The inning rolls on for the Stompers. Mateo Heredia with his 2nd hit of the day gets his 3rd RBI of the year.
In total, the Stompers scored 6 runs in the inning, their most all year. But that didn't mean the Merchants were out of it.
This ball is cranked down the left field line. That's rolling to the wall. 1 run scores easily. Benji O'Rourke chugs into second with a double.
But those would be the final runs of the game as Sonoma held on to win 7-4.
Dickey's pitch struck him out looking. Outside corner, the ball game is over. Stomps win on a Sunday night in Sonoma. Stompers ride a 6-run 6th inning to what ends in a 7-4 victory without the bottom of the 9th. The Stompers try and build on that clean victory tonight after the off day and get back to the 500 mark. That would be 11-11 and snap what's an 11-game win streak for the Crawdads. That team is red hot, Nate.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough, but streaks are meant to be broken, right? Every single day is a new opportunity, and it's a Stompers team that feels like they're starting to clip. I talked to Mateo Heredia after the game on Sunday, and he said he feels like the team's playing more for each other, while at the start of the season they were playing just for themselves. They're trying to win games and put themselves into contention to really separate themselves from a fight for that last spot to make it the playoffs. They want to make it a clear 3-team race for who gets the host.
The Stompers are 7.5 games behind the first-place Blues. They're 6 games behind the second-place Crawdads and have just a 1-game lead over the 4th-place Merchants. And honestly, just a 2.5-game lead over Menlo Park. But the Legends aren't exactly in the playoff hunt at 6-12. Nate, Wednesday's loss to Walnut Creek, you said it was a low point. Well, it wasn't a low point. Jake Andreas, who gets to the ball today, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. A lot to replicate in today's outing.
Yeah, and he had such a rough start to the year. Such a brutal start. And then over his last 2, he's gone 8 innings of no-run baseball. Allowed 2 hits, just 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. He has been absolutely sensational. And both of those games were against the Blues and the Crawdads. So he's proving he can get it done against the best of the best. He's facing the Crawdads again. His lineup has struggled whenever he's pitched to get support for him. Hopefully that can change today.
I asked Zach Pace in today's Stomper Report just what has made Jake Andreas so effective in his last 2 appearances. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with the Stompers manager, Zach Pace. And Skip, you talk so much about winning the week. It's just a 4-game week for games that count for the standings. You have 4th of July out-of-league game. Does that put maybe a little bit more pressure on especially these first 2 against Walnut Creek?
I don't think it's more pressure. I mean, obviously we want to win the week and win at least 3 of those 4, but we just got to go win tonight. You know, we just got to focus on tonight. Don't want to put the extra pressure added on, just thinking about the whole long picture, you know what I mean? So it's better to just think about the short term and just think about tonight. And, you know, we're going to try to go out there and do our best tonight and try to win a ball game tonight.
Jake Andreas, your starter today, a bit of a mixed bag, but a lot better of late. Really struggled against Slow and then Alameda in his first 2 outings, and then his second look at the Blues was 4 shutout innings, and then last Wednesday against these Crawdads, also 4 shutout innings. What has he done better in the back 2 outings?
Location. He's filled up the zone. He's had command of all of his pitches. I think that's really helped, and when you're getting ahead of hitters and getting them on the defensive mode, it's going to help you out as a pitcher. So he's done a good job of that the last 2 outings for sure. He's got a really good arm, really good stuff, and when you get ahead with that good stuff, then good things are going to happen.
And then let's move on to the other side of the ball. Nick Sebastiani in the 2 spot today. His bat's coming around a little bit. He has a hit in 5 of his last 6 starts. What have you seen? Have you seen any specific adjustments from him?
Nothing specific, but he's swinging at better pitches, being on time to those pitches, not swinging out of the zone as much, that kind of stuff, So taking better quality at bats and squaring the baseball up a little bit more, and so hopefully we see some good things out of him in the 2-hole again tonight and help us get a victory.
And then let's look at the bottom third of the lineup today. None of those guys have more than 8 walks. I know. The top lineup, Misael Europero has 18. Those last 3 have pretty much 18 out of the 3 of them. Are you hoping for a little bit more patience out of those last 3 hitters today?
Yeah, whatever kind of the pitcher dictates. If he's throwing strikes, then we might have to swing. But if he's not, we can work the count a little bit and just kind of depend on the situation, who's on, how many outs, all that kind of stuff. We'll kind of dictate if we're going to swing early or not. But yeah, just we'll kind of see what happens, and hopefully they can find a way on base.
And then sort of looking at it from the other side of the ball, the starter for Walnut Creek, Warren Zinni, he was the #1 left-handed pitching recruit out of all of California in 2025, but he only threw 1 complete inning at Arkansas, and he hasn't faced live hitters in a game situation since March 18th. What's the approach against a guy that's maybe in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation?
Yeah, don't want to help him out, right? So kind of see what he dictates for you to do as a hitter. If he's filling up the zone, then yeah, we got to swing. If he's not filling up the zone, make it a little tougher on him and really be stingy to your pitch, and might not need to swing as early. So we'll just kind of feel it out and see how the game's going to dictate how we're going to go.
Thanks for your time, Zach.
Thank you.
Stompers trying to get the job done as 2 veteran managers, Brant Cummings and Zach Pace, shake hands at home plate, and that means we're just about ready for baseball. We'll return with the start of the second half of the CCL season. The Stompers and the Crawdads next on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom. a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win.
The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Stompers and the Crawdads all but ready to rock here on a Tuesday evening in Sonoma, the first of a mini 2-game home-and-home between the two teams that played in the CCL North title last year, and they're slated to play in the CCL North wildcard game if the standings hold true. Walnut Creek enters 15-4. They've won 11 games in a row. They're 5-1 on the road. Their only loss to the Stompers here to open up their CCL season. The Crawdads have taken the next 2, so Sonoma 1-2 against these Crawdads. And Brant Cumming, the 6th-year manager for Walnut Creek, sends out this lineup. A couple all-stars at the top. Daniel Pulasic, the left fielder, leads off, followed by the third baseman TJ Woodson. The DH, Sutter Moss, hits third, and the shortstop today, Kevin Parker, cleans it up. How about another all-star in the 5 spot, center fielder Bryden Bull, followed by the catcher Brandon Clisby and the right fielder Dylan Perez. The first baseman Barrett Ronson and the second baseman Lucas Carlisle round out the 9 for Brant Cummings. Eric Robles is his first base coach. Dustin Cheney advises him with the pitching. They go up against Jake Andreas, a 6'3", 195-pound righty from St. George, Utah. The 19-year-old went to Dixie High School and then played last year at USF, where he had an ERA north of 10 in 23 innings pitched. Just 2 of his 16 appearances were starts. All 4 appearances for Sonoma have been starts. He's 0-2, and he's allowed 7 earned runs in just over 14 innings, 8 walks, and 12 strikeouts. But his last 2 appearances, he's gone 8 innings without allowing a run on 2 hits and 10 strikeouts. He pitched against these Crawdads last Wednesday. 4 shutout innings with a hit, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. The big thing, 7 ground balls induced. That's what he's going to try and do against Daniel Pulasic, TJ Woodson, and Sutter Moss. A couple guys headed to Reno for the CCL All-Star game. Andreas' first pitch is outside corner for a called strike 1 by the home plate umpire Cam Jones. That pitch came in at 6:13 Pacific time at 75 degrees. The 0-1. Pulasic hits one to right field. Wesley Bass started in and now drifts back to make the catch in normal depth out and right. Pulasic retired, and there's 1 down. It's a good time to set the rest of the defense. Nick Sebastiani in left, Connor Johnson in center, Wesley Bass out in right. Tino Vassell and Bryson Ayala on left side of the infield. Misael Europero and Hunter Carlson on the right. Corner infield spots for Sonoma. Tino Vassell and Hunter Carlson headed to Reno for the July 4th All-Star game. Swinging first pitch is TJ Woodson, and he grounds it right back through the middle for the first hit of the ball game, a single. His 19th knock of the season.
Both of those hits are the hardest contact we've seen the Crawdads have against Andreas all year. Most of their balls in play were softly hit grounders, back against Sonoma on Wednesday. 87 mile an hour line out, and then that one was 94 right back up the middle.
Andreas a righty against Sutter Moss a lefty. Jake picks to first. Diving back is Woodson. Moss out of Delta College is hitting .267 with a 3-7 called strike. Cam Jones has the balls and strikes. Rod Materi over at first, and Kyle Prager at third. Right on left. Swing and a miss. Big swing from Moss. A second consecutive changeup to start the at-bat from Andreas. Trying to induce another one of those ground balls. Crawdads hit 7 balls on the ground for outs in 4 innings pitched at Monte Vista. A check back on first base. Safe again is TJ Woodson. I was talking to Brant Cummings before the game today, and he said what his team does really well this year is base running and defense. 0-2 pitch. Runner goes, unsurprisingly. McCown's throw down to second on a hop. Cannot be corralled by the shortstop Ayala. It's into center field. Heading towards third is Woodson. The throw is not in time. So it's going to be a stolen base for Woodson, and then an error to the catcher. McCown's going to allow him to go to third. And right on cue of what we were told by Cummings before the game is they're going to stay out of double play opportunities. They're going to get themselves into scoring position using the stolen base. And he also said, this will come up a little bit later, this is the best defensive outfield he thinks he's had his 6 years leading the Crawdads. 1-2 pitch from Andreas. Swing and a miss. Another changeup. Andreas gets Moss swinging, which allows the Stomper infield to draw back. A big second out, but that runner Woodson still 90 feet away for Kevin Parker.
It would be massive to put up a 0 in the first inning, Kieran. That just makes life just a little bit more easy against such a good Crawdads team.
First one misses low. Blocked by McCown. Nicely done to keep that runner at third base. So Parker had in the count 1-0. That was Sutter Moss's team-leading 18th strikeout. A big second out for Andreas. 1-0 pitch. The righty back from the windup delivers home. Just high, says Cam Jones. That's the fastball at 90 miles an hour. This will be Andreas' last appearance for the Stompers. He's heading back to Utah for about a month before heading back to the Bay. He plays his sophomore season at USF starting in August. Swing and a miss from Parker. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to the shortstop, hitting .232 with 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 RBI. Has a chance to add to that total. Woodson at third with 2 outs. Andreas' 2-1 pitch. At the knees for a called strike, says Cam Jones. Ticked up to 91 on the heater. And Andreas a strike away from escaping this first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads from third base. Andreas shakes off McCown once. Now they agree. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. The ball behind McCown. He picks it up. He throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Second strikeout for Andreas. It goes 2-3 on the throw down to first. The side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, 1 Stomper error, and 1 man left. Nothing across for the Crawdads with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond Certified, and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's going to be a tall task for the Stompers lineup. They face a 6'5", 225-pound lefty from Rockland, California. Joey Lorenzini was the #1 left-handed pitcher in the state in 2025. That's according to both Perfect Game and Baseball Prep. He went to Arkansas for the 2026 season. He made 2 appearances through just 1 inning and allowed 5 earned runs without a strikeout, and he allowed a walk for the Razorbacks. But Lorenzini battled some elbow issues, and now he plays for Brand Cummings. He's committed to UCSB in the fall. So he goes from one baseball powerhouse to another. It'll be fun to see what the Stompers can do against a lefty that hasn't faced in-game pitching since March the 18th. He pitched against Northern Colorado, and he did not even throw an inning. That was, we think he left due to the elbow discomfort that's been plaguing him since. His first pitch to Tino Vassell is high for ball 1 at 91. Tino Vassell, the third baseman, leads off, followed by the left fielder Nick Sebastiani and the first baseman Hunter Carlson. The DH Mike Jones cleans up. The second baseman Misael Urapero hits 5th. The catcher Gage McCown 6th. Wesley Bass, Connor Johnson, and Bryson Ayala round out the 9 for Zach Pace, the 8th-year manager. And his leadoff man Vassell takes a called strike 1. Back-to-back fastballs at 91 miles an hour. Well, still yet to see what the off-speed has in store. Vassell sees it and takes it outside. A cutter. Vassell selected to the CCL All-Star Game in Reno on July 4th. A .305 average with 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs have got him there. And he swings and misses here at a 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, but a big problem for Vassell also has been his 23 strikeouts and 2 swing and misses already against Lorenzini.
He awaits a 2-2 pitch. Late on a fastball that went up to 92. Vassell gone a swing and first strikeout for Lorenzini. And that brings up Nick Sebastiani. Sebastiani in left field today was an all CCL North selection in both 2024 and 2025. He's hitting .222 with a .354 on base here in 2026. Lorenzini off the third base side of the hill. Blows it past Sebastiani. Another fastball. It's 0-1. Nick swinging the bat a bit better of late. He has a hit in 5 of his last 6 games. Trying to build on that here against Walnut Creek. 0-1. Low. 1-1. Change up. Kicked off of Clisby the catcher. Pulasik's in left. Bulls in center. Perez is in right. Woodson, Parker, Carlisle, and Ronson third to first.
Yeah, Cummings has talked about his outfield defense. Bradham Bull has been the headline of that for me. He's made some really nice plays out in center against the Stomps.
Sebastiani hits this one towards him. Bull in right center field takes a few steps in and makes the catch. Couple quick outs recorded by Lorenzini, and now he has to deal with the toughest man to get out in this lineup this year, Hunter Carlson. A .306 average, leads the team in that category by 1 percentage point over Tino Vassell at .305. A .469 on base percentage, also 1 point higher than Tino Vassell. 19 hits, beg your pardon, 4 doubles, 3 home runs, and 24 runs batted in. Left on left, Lorenzini against Carlson. This is mano-a-mano, the best of the best from both squads. First pitch, cutter finds the outside edge to Carlson. Had himself one heck of a week. last week, coming off injury. He went 5 for 15 with 2 doubles, a homer, and 7 RBI. A grand slam mixed in there as well. 0-1. Change up high, 1-1. It's been a fastball, a cutter, and a change so far. Lorenzini, a tall 6'5", coming down off a steep mound. Finds the outside edge. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Just getting started. Scoreless ball game in the first. Ryan Bull, the center fielder, one step over towards right. The pitch to Carlson, way high, 2-2. Mike Jones waits on deck. Two on the way to Hunter Carlson. Lorenzini from the abbreviated windup misses low outside, and the count runs full to 3-2.
You can see why UCSB wanted to take a chance on Lorenzini after 2 pretty tough appearances at Arkansas. They clearly saw, this. You can solid velocity from a tall left-handed slot. It can be tough for batters to read.
Payoff pitch to Carlson. Strike 3 called, says Cam Jones. Carlson shakes his head and heads back to the dugout. 1, 2, 3 go the Stomps. We're scoreless after 1 on the Sonoma Stompers broadcast network.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
To the top of the second inning we go between the Stompers and the Crawdads. Bryden Bull, Brandon Clisby, and Dylan Perez dig in. Andreas' first pitch. Bryden Bull swings and misses. A long swing from a tall lefty. First pitch changeup from Andreas. Bull, the third position player all-star for the Crawdads, a 305 average to go on with a 344 on base, and he takes up and away. 3 doubles and 3 home runs for Bull. An impeccable center field defense. The 1-1 to him. Misses off the corner away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Andreas is 2-1 offer to Bull. Another swing and a miss. That's that heavy changeup down at the bottom of the zone. And Andreas, through just 4+ hitters here, looks a lot like the last 2 starts, and unlike his only home start. 2-2 pitch. Up and away with a fastball. The count runs full. Jake's only pitched once at Arnold Field. That was back on June 3rd. He went just 1 inning. He gave up 3 earned runs and a homer to the Slow Blues. 3-2 pitch to Bull is bounced foul towards the on-deck circle where Brandon Clisby stands. The third base dugout belongs to the visiting Crawdads in their road black uniforms. Dads in script across the front with red numbers. The Stompers and the home whites on the first base side. Andreas' second payoff pitch to Bryden Bull. He wins the battle. Fastball outside edge. Third consecutive strikeout for Andreas. Beautiful pitch. Paints the black of the outside corner to Bull, who's now struck out for the 14th time this season.
It's a really nice pitch there, Kieran. It's an outing like this that just make me wonder how are Stompers pitching going to replicate this in the second half of the season without him or Luke Smolik.
Both of them gone by the end of the week. Andreas' first pitch to Clisby, cut on and missed. Changeup once more. That changeup at 86. In the zone, and he got the swing and miss from Clisby. Yeah, it's another swing, chopped foul at home plate. Andreas quickly ahead, 0-2. Working quickly here in his fifth start.
His swing miss stuff looking a lot like it did down at Sinsheimer, which was his best appearance of the summer. 7 strikeouts against slow, no runs, just a hit.
Andreas winds and fires. Clisby strikes out swinging. Chases a cutter in the dirt. The throw down from McCown in time. 4 consecutive strikeouts from Jake Andreas.
And it's pitching like this where it makes you wonder, geez, he needs run support because he deserves to have a win before he leaves Sonoma. 0-2 on the year. All 4 of his starts have been losses. 2 of them not really his fault.
Fastball finds the outside corner. He got a no decision in slow in a game the Stompers would lose 3-0. They got just 1 hit. He was outdueled by Connor Mendez. And then he left in line for a victory in Walnut Creek last Wednesday, but a crooked number from the Dads spoiled that. A swing and a miss here from Perez. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Dylan, the left-handed hitter from Baylor, hitting just a $179 on the season, and he lays off the high fastball there. Nice take. It's 1-2. Rizzo done a nice job to keep that on-base percentage up, 319. He's thrown 12 walks. And he hits this one hard into the right side and through. Rolls out to Wesley Bass, the right fielder today, the second hit of the ballgame against Andreas. Perez is aboard, and we'll see if they send the runner. Not in a situation to stay out of a double play, but Grant Cummings loves to have his guys be aggressive on the base pass. And Perez has 9 steals. I wouldn't be surprised if he's running. He's not. And the pitch is a cutter that misses low and outside. 1-0 to Barrett Ronson. Ronson getting on base 1 every 3 trips. He swings and misses here, 1-1. A 283 average. And a majority of that is the knocks. He's walked just 3 times and struck out 12. So definitely a candidate for Andreas' 5th K here through just 2 innings. He picks back to first base. Scampering back is Perez without a dive.
And that's been a real attempt here from Andreas against these Crawdads. Is every time he had Woodson on first, checked on him a couple times there. Checked on Perez as well.
Wind blowing in from center. Runner goes. The pitch hits him. Fastball drills Ronson in the back, first and second. And for the second consecutive inning, there's a man in scoring position. And it's Lucas Carlisle from down in Santa Barbara, SBCC, the school for Carlisle. Is just his 4th game for the Crawdads. He's 3 for 7 with an RBI and 4 walks. So he's done an outstanding job. He has a near 700 on base percentage in a really small sample size. Andreas delivers at the top of the zone. First pitch cutter. It's 0-1.
Yeah, but if he's getting out, he's going to be striking out. 3 of his 4 outs this year have been swinging.
Dancing off second base is Perez, and Andreas is going to pick back the tag. They got him. Dylan Perez, the new steal tactic is called vaulting from second base. He gets caught there. Picked off by Jake Andreas, and the side is retired. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left. We head to the bottom of the second. We're still tied, 0-0.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is Legacy in Motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Four, 5, and 6 for the Stompers in the second. Jones, Europero, and McCown go to work against Lorenzini, who took just 14 pitches to retire the Stompers in the first with a couple of strikeouts. Mike Jones playing in his 7th game for the Stomps. He has a hit in exactly half of them, and that's good for a 4 out of 20. Half those hits have gone for extra bases, a double and a homer. He takes low with a fastball from Lorenzini. Comes high and tight on Jones, buzzes the tower. The count is 2 balls and no strikes. Back-to-back fastballs to start the at-bat. We've seen 3 pitches from Lorenzini, a fastball, a cutter, and a slider. On 2-0, he finds the zone with that fastball. Two-one to Mike Jones is popped up, very shallow right, going to be a tough play. Ronson going out, and in foul ground, he cannot make the play. It's out. It's strike number 2 on Jones.
Yeah, Ronson kind of tried to do like an over-the-head kind of Willie Mays style catch in foul territory. Didn't really have a good read on the ball, and it fell just to the left of him.
Long way to go for Ronson. It drops untouched. It's 2-2 on Jones, who got a fastball to hit there. That was 89 on the inner third. It was just a tad late. On 2-2, Lorenzini fires home. And Jones hits at a mile high. The shortstop, Parker, makes the catch 1 step onto the outfield grass. 1 down.
That's a swing that Jones timed up really well. He was just 2 under it. If he locates the bat a little bit better on that swing, it's probably leaving.
That brings up Misael Europero, left-handed hitting second baseman from Youngstown State. All-Horizon freshman team last year for the Penguins. He swings and misses at a first pitch cutter, and he's behind 0-1. Europero hits it foul, 0-2. He's yet to see a fastball this at bat. A couple of cutters to start off Europero. He's struggling of late, 1 for his last 15 in the last 5 games. Still producing 3 runs batted in over that stretch. And here he strikes out swinging. Cutter, slider gets Europero on 3 pitches. 3rd strikeout for Lorenzini. And that brings up McCown. 269, 406, the average and on base for McCown. Looking for his 8th hit of the season. A couple doubles and a home run for the two-way righty from CSUN, and he takes low 1-0. One-0 pitch from Lorenzini. Low, 2-0 to McCown. Looking to be the first base runner today for the Stompers. They had a home run on Friday against the Merchants, his first of the campaign. He awaits a 2-0 and bounces it foul right at home plate. Wesley Bass on deck if McCown can extend this inning. Hitters count to the Stomper backstop. 2-1 pitch. Called strike. Top of the zone. Cutter. 2-2.
It's been a lot more of the cutter this inning. Last inning it was more of the fastball. Now going to an off speed.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lorenzini, a deep breath, abbreviated windup, and a pitch to McCown is up and away. Filler up at 3-2. That's the slider. McCown from Las Vegas, Nevada, looking for his first hit against the Crawdads this summer. Instead, he's hit by the pitch on 3-2. He's aboard with 2 outs in the inning. First base runner for the Stomps brings up Wesley Bass. And that forces a meeting at the mound from Eric Robles.
Yeah, it's an interesting time to call a meeting. Your guys looked very solid through all 6 of the batters he's faced. He's only allowed 1, that being McCown with the hit by pitch just now. Maybe he saw something with the delivery. I don't know.
It's definitely a mechanics or pitch selection conversation. It was waved off the infield. It was just the pitching coach, catcher, and pitcher.
I wonder how cautious they're going to be with Lorenzini coming off of that injury at Arkansas. He's also someone who's had Tommy John in his past back when he was a freshman in high school. So definitely want to make sure you're taking care of him because he's looked really solid so far.
He works to Wesley Bass, who swings and misses at a first pitch fastball 0-1. Lorenzini, you can throw him in the bucket of sort of the new age baseball player. So many high school aged pitchers getting Tommy John. It's not affecting the velocity. Here, 6 years removed, he misses high with the fastball, and the count's now 1-1. It's the addition of a curveball starting in travel ball in 5th or 6th grade. The elbow shot by the freshman year of high school. Bass takes low and inside 2-1.
added emphasis on velocity as well.
But hand in hand with that comes the fact that pitchers can now get 1-2 Tommy John surgeries and excel in the major leagues. 2-1 pitch. Bass hits this one high in the air down the third baseline. Woodson's going to give it a look, but it will drift out of play. I mean, you think of, there's guys that can get 2 Tommy Johns in the course of a major league career and stay up there, and then there's guys that can get 2 Tommy John surgeries before even breaking the big leagues and still get up there. Kumar Rocker at Vanderbilt got Tommy John, didn't get drafted, played another year, got Tommy John in the minors, and now he's cementing himself as the 5th starter in Texas. Baz chases a pitch away, and the side is retired. A couple more strikeouts for Lorenzini. The Stompers get a base runner. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the 3rd in a scoreless tie.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero.
2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Top of the 3rd inning. Stompers and the Crawdads have yet to scratch across a run. Lucas Carlisle will be followed by Daniel Pulasic and TJ Woodson. First pitch to the 9-hitters, popped up, foul, back behind the plate. McCown gives it a look, but it's out of play. Carlisle played last year at Santa Barbara City College. He's appearing in his 4th game for Walnut Creek. He was at the plate in the top of the 2nd inning. Andreas would pick off Dylan Perez from second base. Carlisle here takes a called strike 2 at the top of the zone. It took Andreas 29 pitches to get through 2 innings. Here he's set to deliver his 32nd of the evening. And it splits the plate for a called strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Jake Andreas. He looked sharp the first time through the Crawdads order. Now things get hard. Second look for Daniel Pulasic against the Stomper righty.
The next 2 guys he faced both got hard contact off of him. Pulasic was the line out to Bass out and right, and then Woodson was the game's first hit.
Pulasic takes outside. Fastball at 88 from Andreas. The all-star left fielder awaits, and now he's ahead 2-0. Slider missed up high. No action in the Stomper bullpen behind Andreas. There's a righty up and throwing for Walnut Creek. Jake's ready to deliver a 2-0. Called strike, outside corner. Cam Jones very forgiving off that outside edge to both lefties and righties here in the early going. Almost a full ball to a ball and a half off the corner away. Andreas is 2-1. Popped up, foul out of play. That one went towards the third base dugout. And Jake quickly from 2-0 to 2-2. Looking to pick up his 6th strikeout. He's facing his 10th hitter. 2-2 pitch to Pulasic. Outside. Went to the changeup. Couldn't bring it close enough to the outside edge. An appeal to third base. No swing, says Kyle Prager. Andreas stares into McCown for his sign. His 3-2 pitch to Pulasic. Misses. Low outside. Overthrew the fastball a little bit. It's a walk and a base runner in the 3rd consecutive frame.
And we've seen these base runners be aggressive, so Andreas is going to have to try his best to keep them at first so you can keep that double play ball alive. Although, no ground balls today hit by Crawdads hitting.
3 stolen bases for Pulasic this year. I mean, everybody on Walnut Creek has swipes. First pitch, Woodson squares to bunt and pulls it back while he watches a cutter miss low and away 1-0. My biggest takeaway from chatting with Coach Cummings before the game today was he really likes the little things his team's doing this year. They're taking bases. They're successfully drag bunting with 1 or 2 runners aboard. The situational hitting's been very good. The ground balls with the infield back, the fly balls with the runner at third, and then the defense, he said, some of the best he's ever seen both in the infield and outfield. Andreas checks on first again. Safe again is Pulasic.
Of course, you're going to be happy on an 11-game win streak.
15-4 are the Crawdads. They walked off the San Francisco Seagulls on Sunday, and that's thanks to the guy at the plate, TJ Woodson's first home run of the season, a walk-off blast to beat SF.
Yeah, but the threat with Woodson is the double. He has 10 on the year.
One of the reasons he's earned an all-star nod from Baylor. Runner goes. Bunt shown. The throw to second is not in time. The pitch was called a strike, so it's 1-2 on Woodson, but Pulasic gets his 4th stolen base of the season and the 2nd of the game for Walnut Creek. They have had 1 runner picked off. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Andreas' pitch. Woodson takes low. McCown could not corral it either way. It's a called ball 2. Kept it close enough to hold Pulasic at second. McCown, the best defensive backstop in the rotation for Zach Pace. Plus defender behind the dish. Time is called at the plate. That is Woodson. Two balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads from second. The pitch home is bounced towards third. Tino Vassell gobbles it up, checks back at second, and throws to first in time. Both fielders and the hitter Woodson will be on the same team come this Saturday in Reno. They'll all be sporting the northern jersey in the CCL All-Star game, but here it's Vassell getting the better of Woodson as a throw across the diamond in time, 5-3. The putout holding is Pulasic. He'll be there as well.
They'll be both competing for the same spot. Woodson primarily a third baseman. That's where Vassell has mainly been playing. You can also probably put Tino at second.
Brant Cummings will be the skipper for the North. First pitch to Moss, a lefty, is low. McCown, a very nice block. Played that one off the mask. Crawdads got a runner to third in the first inning. Andreas dealt with the threat with a couple of strikeouts, and with 2 on and 2 out in the second, he picked Dylan Pettis off second base. Now the runner at second is Pulasic with 2 outs in the third. Moss, a left-handed hitter. Feet close together, ever so slightly open, waggles the bat over that left shoulder. The pitch is bounced foul off the screen of the Stomper dugout. The count's 1-1. Moss hit the cover off of the baseball at San Joaquin Delta College. 366, 451 with 10 doubles and 10 home runs. The problem is that was 2025. He's coming off injury here. Did not play for the Mustangs in 2026. The 1-1 pitch to him is low, 2-1. Changeup misses. Moss played the 2025 summer ball season for the Humboldt Crabs of the Pacific Empire League. He's trying to pick up his 11th RBI. The 2-1 pitch is a called strike. Cam Jones took his time, but got it right on a slider up. Moss turned back out of the way, but a beautiful movement on a front hip slider came back to find the plate. Andre is trying to get through a third shutout frame. He checks second, checks again, comes home. Moss strikes out swinging. Went back to the slider and got him for his 6th strikeout of the game. Jake Andre is dealing through 3, 2.5 in the books. It's 0-0.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond Certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
New arm into the ball game is a righty this time. 6'1", 180 pounds for the 20-year-old from Clements, California. Vance Haskins out of Lodi High School went to Fresno State and appeared in just 7 games in 2025, and he was absolutely nails in 2026 for Delta College. He pitched to a 4.12 earned run average, and he had 73 strikeouts in 74 1/3 innings. Fastball, curveball, slider, and change from the righty, looking to get back to the D1 level. And he'll face Connor Johnston, Bryson Ayala, and the top of the order in Tino Vassell. First pitch is at 87 miles an hour, a four-seam fastball. Finds the outside corner for strike one. Haskins had a 7-3 record at SJDC. He misses outside here to Johnston. This is his 4th appearance for Walnut Creek. He's gone 4.1 innings. He's allowed 8 hits and 4 earned runs, 0 walks to 4 strikeouts. Sidestep delivery to Johnson's popped high in the air. On the left side of the infield, Woodson gives way to Parker, and it's the shortstop on the infield, Dirt, who squeezes it, one away. Stompers, through 8 hitters, have 1 hit by pitch, and they've struck out 4 times. Those were all against the starter, Joey Lorenzini. 2 innings of no-run, no-hit baseball. He hit a batter and struck out 4, 33 pitches in his return from those elbow woes that plagued him at the end of his Arkansas stint. Haskins works exclusively from the stretch and exclusively from a slide step so far. Ayala, the 9th man in the Stomper order, takes ball 1. The high stirrup socks for the 6-1 righty, who sets at the chest and blows it by Ayala. It's 1-1. That's the slider at 77 from Haskins. Bryson, 6 hits in 15 games, a triple, a homer, 4 runs driven in. He hits this one foul over the Stomper first base dugout. He's behind 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty, a scoreless game in the 3rd. Haskins gets a called strike 3 on a fastball. Bryson Ayala strikes out the 5th Stomper to go down via the K. And we'll see what adjustments Sonoma can now make as Vassell gets a second chance. It is against a new arm.
Yeah, every time there's a new reliever coming into the game, it's a different variable. You know, it's someone who could either be on and thrown well, like Haskins has done so far here, or could, command might just not be there on his day.
Vassell takes a called strike 1, bottom of the zone. Vassell heading back to USF for his 2nd year with the Dons. Awaits the 0-1, and it misses low and in. Back foot slider, a nice take by Tino. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Crawdads aiming for their 12th consecutive victory. The Stompers just trying to scrap back to 500. 1-1 pitch, Haskins to Vassell. Tino takes a called strike. Backdoored him, and the count's 1-2. Cam Jones has shown his zone. It's going to be a ball to a ball and a half off the corner away. It's time to adjust. 1-2, Vassell, low 2-2. Nice take. This is the first of a mini 2-game series between these two teams. We play at Walnut Creek tomorrow at 4 o'clock, 3:45. Pregame show, a radio feed here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Vassell takes high. The count's now 3-2. After that, the Santa Maria Indians come to town for 2 games on July 2nd and July 3rd. That will be this Thursday and Friday. Those do count as league games, and then Saturday an out-of-league contest against the Knicks for July 4th. Vassell strikes out swinging. 2 Ks in the inning for the new man Haskins. We've played 3 innings at Arnold Field in Sonoma. The score is 0-0. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play for the 4th on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Still scoreless at the top of the fourth. Jake Andreas has been solid so far for the Stompers. He struck out 6, has only allowed 4 base runners. He's facing Parker, Bull, and Clisby. All 3 struck out the first time through. Andreas fires to the righty. First pitch, swing and a miss from Kevin Parker. Struck out for the 18th time this season. Only Sutter Moss has more with 19. He struck out to end the third. That one misses low and inside, ball 1. Parker, while the average hasn't exactly been there, 232, does have 6 extra base hits on the season. Some good pop from the shortstop. He bounces that one foul. 1-2 now. That is third school in as many years. Texas Southern, but started out at Hawaii and went to Utah Valley in between. The Brentwood, California native has got to learn a lot of the western half of the United States pretty well in his pursuit of collegiate baseball. The 2-strike offering bounced foul. We'll do the 1-2 again. Andreas, his collegiate baseball is here in the Bay. He plays for USF, originally from St. George, Utah. He deals and hits the batter. Kevin Parker lets out an expletive as he heads to first. That one got him right on the arm. 88-mile-an-hour fastball right on the wrist. I don't blame him for saying a PG-13 word. Bryden Bull to the deck here with the leadoff man on. He struck out the first time through. As Andreas settles himself, allows Parker over at first to recover a little bit. Steps back onto the mound. The righty ready to face the lefty Bull. Andreas' pitch looked at low for a ball. Went to the slider. First pitch against Bull. 2 for 9. 2 for 10 against the Stompers this season as Andreas checks back on first, not in time. Andreas has already picked off a runner this game, Dylan Perez, back in the second. Bull gets the 1-0 and the runner takes off. Count fires over to Ayala at second, not in time. 4th stolen base of the night for Crawdads base runners. Frank Cummings really appreciates that about his team, doing the little things well, stealing bases, getting out of double play balls, and playing good defense. We've certainly seen that so far today. In a scoreless affair, a pitch was called a strike as the 1-1 comes in high, ball 2. One taken low, ball 3. Andreas is in the zone a little bit here. He hit Kevin Parker, who stands at second. And now Bryden Bull is in a hitter's count, 3-1, with nobody out and a scoreless affair. Andreas fires. Bull hits that one right back up the middle. Ayala has no play over at third. He fires the first in time for the first out of the inning. Bryden Bull advances Kevin Parker 90 feet. The Crawdads have a runner at third for the first time since the first with 1 out. Brandon Clisby, the 4th strikeout of the night for Andreas, steps into the batter's box. 8 for 34 this season. Been him and Riley Winchell splitting catching duties as Clisby takes a called strike 1. 6 RBI, trying to add 7 and give the Crawdads their first lead of the game. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. McCown keeps that one in front of him. Vassell, Ayala, Urapero, and Carlson all playing in. Another thing that Brant Cummings says his team has done a good job of is situational hitting. Clisby can sneak a ground ball through it, scores a run. The 0-2, high and tight, called the ball. Dylan Perez on deck. Brandon Clisby at the plate. Kevin Parker at third. Jake Andreas on the bump. He fires. That one fouled back. Parker took off running just in case it wasn't called foul, but Cam Jones waved him off. Mexico State is where Clisby goes to, originally to Monte Vista High School, where the Crawdads play their home games. He's in a 1-2 count with a runner at third. Gets the pitch, bounces that one foul again. Clisby giving one of the best battles we've seen all night against Jake Andreas. Wind blowing out to the left. Temperature certainly dropped since first pitch of 75 degrees. But the sun's still shining bright. Andreas is 1-2 once more. High, ball 2. Has some pitches to give there. Didn't give Clisby even the option to swing at that one. Does Andreas go back in the zone? Yes, he does. That one bounced foul. Third base line, a one-hopper that Vassell fielded right next to Brant Cummings, the Crawdads skipper and third base coach. Infield playing in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in a scoreless game. Andreas trying to put another 0 on the board. A long stare and time called by the batter. Andreas trying to play with the timing a little bit of Brandon Clisby, but the man at the plate having none of it. 1 for 6 this season against the Stompers with 2 strikeouts. He's in a 2-2 count. Andreas delivers. A cold strike 3. 2 down in the inning for Andreas' 7th strikeout of a night. That ties a season high for the USF Dawn. Dylan Perez comes up with a runner at third and 2 out. He singled back in the second and then got picked off back at the second as Mike Nunez coming out of the dugout to have a quick word here with Jake Andreas. Andreas has allowed a base runner in every inning so far, but has gotten out of it each time unscathed. TJ Woodson made it back to third in the first inning of the ballgame. Was left there after 2 straight strikeouts. Dylan Perez got picked off at second back in the second. Pulasic made it to second with 1 down. Andreas has gotten out of it every time. This has been his biggest test so far. A leadoff hit by pitch to Kevin Parker, a stolen base to second, a ground out that allowed Parker to advance to third. He struck out Brandon Clisby after a long at-bat. And now any out will do against Dylan Perez. The lefty from Baylor. Hit as the sprinklers have gone off here at Arnold Field. A clear mistake. It's being sprayed all over the outfield and in the beer garden where we have fans housed right now. Our GM Chase Anderson has ran over behind Jacob's Restaurant to turn off the sprinklers. They're still on right now. Now the mascot Rawhide running onto the field to play in the sprinklers, providing some entertainment. If this doesn't play with the head of both the man on the mound and the man on the plate, I don't know what will. It's not every day you see the sprinklers go off in the middle of a ball game. They have turned off. Andreas going to get a couple warm-up pitches. Cam Jones now says we're ready to play some ball again. 2 down in the inning. Runner at third. In a scoreless ball game. Perez gets the first pitch and looks at it for a called strike 1. Cam Jones really enjoying the drama of his strike calls. A lot of them have been delayed. The 0-1. Looked at again for a called strike 2. That was the slider again. 2 in a row in the zone, and Perez wasn't tempted by either of them. The leadoff man Parker's at third. 2 down in the inning. Andreas fires the 0-2. Pitch low. Did he go around? No, he did not. Kyle Prager says that Dylan Perez held up his swing. The count's 1-2. Perez, while the hitting has been tough this year below the Mendoza line, he's worked 12 walks for an on-base percentage of .319. He's behind 1-2. Takes it high and away. Back in the count at even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Jake Andreas has been tested this inning. Can he get out of it? The 2-2, breaking ball high. Couldn't find the zone. Full count to the right fielder. Andreas's payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners with 2 down. Brings up Barrett Ronson. Got hit by a pitch back in the second. 3 for 8 this year against Sonoma with a strikeout. Any out will do with 2 so far in the inning. Runners at the corners and a scoreless affair. Andreas fires the first pitch. Fastball away, ball 1. Barrett Ronson has to wait after Andreas checks back over at first. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Johnson couldn't catch up to the fastball. In the zone, 88 miles an hour. A couple ticks down from the 91 we were seeing from Andreas at the start of this game. What does he go to on the 1-1? Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Right back to the heat in the exact same spot. Andreas looking to get out of it. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Trying to put up his 4th consecutive 0. Runner takes off. Andreas doesn't mind. Pitch taken high. Ball 2. An early jump from Dylan Perez. He is in at second base. 2 in scoring position now. Gage McCown calls out one more. A 2-2 count, 2 in scoring position, 2 down. That one popped up over into foul territory. McCown nearly falls over watching it leave out of play. Went and landed right around the press box on our roof, protecting us here behind home plate. We'll do the 2-2 again. Ronson hitting .283 on the year with a .333 OBP. 8 RBI, 3 double. He has runs 9 and 10 in scoring position. Trying to break the deadlock. The 2-2. Andreas misses high. Ball 3. Pitcher has a base open. He doesn't want to give it. 3-2. 2 out. The pitch. That one hit high to left. Sebastiani moves over into left center and hauls it in for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits. 2 left for the Crawdads. We are still scoreless heading to the bottom of the 4th. Stompers looking for the game's first run.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it. Never store it.
Ryan Delaney, the 6'1" lefty from Danville, California, as the grad representative for these Crawdads enters the game. He's facing Sebastiani, Carlson, and Jones, 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch, bopped up into shallow left. Pulaski and Bull both going for it, but it's the shortstop Parker who comes up with it for the inning's first out. A long run for the shortstop, but Kevin Parker made that play look easy. One down in the inning after one pitch. Brings up Hunter Carlson with one down. He struck out looking back in the first. Lance Haskins, who pitched that third inning, didn't allow a base runner and struck out two. Brent Cummings opting for a pitcher by committee role this evening. Both Lorenzini and Haskins have looked good. Delaney, so far as well, looking solid. Delivers the 1-0, and a big swing and a miss from Carlson, 1-1. Delaney most recently pitched at Bucknell. This is his fourth summer with the Crawdads. With a weird windup, he fires and gets a swing and a miss from Carlson, 1-2. Yet to allow a run against the Stompers. That was his last appearance back on June 24th. A perfect inning with just a strikeout. He offers the 1-2. Carlson looks at it high for ball two. Hasn't given up a run since his first, an earned run, beg your pardon, since his first appearance of the summer. An inning against Menlo Park where he allowed 3 to cross the plate. Delaney delivers the 2-2 away, ball 3. Carlson looking to become the Stompers' second base runner of the game. The first one was Gage McCown back in the second with 2 out. Been a slow start offensively for Sonoma, who had one of their better offensive weeks last time out. Some crooked numbers and innings as Carlson takes a called strike 3. His second time going down looking, and Delaney's first strikeout of a night. Brings up Mike Jones. Popped out to short to start the second. He comes into the fourth with 2 down, nobody on. Righty steps in, facing the lefty Delaney. Fires the first pitch. Finds his own. 0-1. That was the changeup from the southpaw. The 0-1. Hit the shallow center. Bull chasing. And makes the call. And makes the catch for the final out of the inning. The Stomps go down 1-2-3 for the third time this game. Walnut Creek comes back up on the top of the fifth. Looking for the game's first run.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
From one USF Don to another, Wesley Harwell relieves Jake Andreas of pitching duties. The 6'3" righty most recently pitched with USF, 5 appearances, an ERA just above 11.5. Gave up 8 hits, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. He's facing 9-1-2, Carlisle, Pulaski, and Woodson. Harwell from Mountain View, California, with some serious velocity. Goes to an off-speed first pitch. That misses low, ball 1. Carlisle struck out looking back in the third. This is his second time up today. He's the first Crawdad to get a look at the new pitcher. As he looks at a pitch low, ball 2. But these Crawdads, last time they faced Wes Harwell in Harwell's last appearance, well, they had a lot of success. Harwell pitched an inning that was, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those earned, struck out 1. He's behind 2-0 and misses high, ball 3. It hasn't really been the hits that have plagued Harwell. It's really only that game where he gave up a lot of hits. Harwell finds his own there, 3-1. Cam Jones, as we've said, have been giving it to a ball and a half on the outside. As I was saying, Harwell, his issue has been the command. He's given up 6 walks through 9 1/3. Hitter's count goes low, and Carlisle happily looks at it for ball 4. For the second consecutive inning, the Crawdads have the leadoff man on. Gage McCown gives instructions to his infield. Tina Vassell now playing in, expecting a bunt from Daniel Pulaski, who's up for the third time today, lined out and a walk back in the third. Has a runner on first in Carlisle. First pitch looked at for a called strike 1. You have to wonder how aggressive they're going to be with Carlisle on. Had 3 stolen bases in his last appearance at Arnold. That was on Friday a win as Pulaski showed bunt, pulled it back, and takes the ball. That was a win for Walnut Creek. Where they put up 10 runs on Sonoma. Harwell's 1-1 as Harwell lays, Pulaski laid down a bunt that goes foul. 1-2 is the count now. You'd imagine the left fielder won't go for that again. One of 3 All-Stars in the lineup for Walnut Creek. Plays his college ball at UC Irvine. Harwell fires the 1-2. And gets a called strike 3. Pulaski goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up TJ Woodson with a runner on first. And now I really expect Cummings to be aggressive with the send over at first to eliminate that double play ball. Woodson grounded out the third last time up. Also got the game's first hit back in the first. Gets the first pitch. Low for a ball. Another all-star for Walnut Creek. One of 3 in the lineup. One of 5 for the Crawdads. Looks at a called ball 2. And out ahead on Wesley Harwell. The 2-0. This is away, ball 3. Fastball that touches 90. Does Woodson have the green light? No, he does not. Takes it low, ball 4. A 1-out walk puts 2 on for Walnut Creek. Carlisle into scoring position. Sutter Moss steps in. He struck out swinging both times up today. Those were both against Jake Andreas, now facing Wesley Harwell. Harwell standing in the sun, tough to see as a batter. First pitch, hit sharply over to second, fielded, throw over to second in time, back to first, 4-6-3 double play. Wesley Harwell erases 2 base runners. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stompers looking for a run.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
The fourth pitcher used in 5 innings by Walnut Creek, but they still haven't allowed a hit. Kalani Howdigi comes in for Ryan Delaney after Delaney faced the minimum and struck out a batter. First pitch to Europero misses low, ball 1. Howdigi, 6 foot, 200-pound righty from Chula Vista, California. Just redshirted at San Diego State and recently announced his transfer to San Jose State, playing here closer up in the Bay. Behind 1-0 to Europero. Finds his own there, 1-1.
Yeah, Stompers have to be patient. They walked 5 times against Howdigi last Wednesday. He started against Andreas. 4 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 5 walks.
Tina Vasella had a home run off of him. That was the Stompers' only 2 runs of the game.
Europero, one of the guys that worked a walk against him. And Heredia and Vassell, the only 2 knocks.
He hits that one over, off of Ronson's chest and into foul territory. Throw over is not in time, and Europero becomes the first Stomper to get on in the leadoff spot. It's going to be an E3 on Ronson, the first baseman. On a ball that bounced right up onto his chest and went into foul territory. The flip over to Howdigi, it was a good throw, but Europero's speed beat it. Brings up Gage McCown, but for a leadoff man on, nobody out. Stompers looking for the game's first one as McCown takes outside ball 1. Gage was the Stompers' only base runner up until that error from got Europero on. He got hit by a pitch back in the second. Looks at that one for a called strike. Had a great week last week. A home run, double. That's starting to get hot for McCown. He looks at that one low, ball 2. The 2-1. This is away. Ball 3. McCown in a hitter's count here against Howdigi.
Draw your walks. Uber patient at the plate, and that has to be the approach.
Delivers the 3-1. That one hit over to short, and it gets past Parker. Bounces into left and allows the runners to advance. Gage McCown gets the Stompers' first hit of the day. 2 on, nobody out for Wesley Bass. It's the Stompers' best opportunity, an offense that had been held quiet. Struck out 7 times entering this inning with only 1 base runner. They have 2 on with nobody out. Wesley Bass to the plate here. He was one of those 7 strikeouts back in the second. 5 for 30 on the year. He shows bunt and lays it down. Pops it right back over to Hidoghi. No play over to third, second, or first. Carlson loads up the bases on a bunt single. Connor Johnston as the bases juice with nobody out. Stompers looking for the game's first run.
Yeah, you can't really give anybody an error there. The error's a mental error by the second baseman, Lucas Carlisle. He didn't go to cover first when Ronson had to crash.
First pitch, Johnson fouls that one high and out of play over the Crawdads dugout. has 5 RBI on the year. A double in his last game he appeared in. The 0-1, taken low, ball 1.
Clisby saved a run. That was a fastball that Howdigi just overthrew a little bit. Was heading towards the back foot of Connor Johnston. Clisby kept it in front to keep that runner at third.
Howdigi has allowed the first 3 batters he's faced to get on. Johnston pops that one foul and out of play, 1-2.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Johnston, Ayala, and Vassell. Time to rock.
Johnston's been late on 2 foul balls. He's behind 1 and 2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Howdigi gets his first out. The Stompers' 8th strikeout of the night. Brings up Bryson Ayala. Base is still loaded, 1 out now. A double play gets the Crawdads out of it.
Ayala this season 0 for 10 with the bases loaded, but he has 2 runs driven in. And that's exactly what he has to do here. You don't need a base hit. The first baseman and third baseman are in. A hard ground ball to either side, score a couple.
He looks at the first pitch for a called strike 1.
Ronson and Woodson at the corners are on the lip of the grass. The infield double play depth. And Bryden Bull's playing very shallow in center.
Ayala gets the 0-1 away, ball 1. 4 RBI on the year. Has a triple and a home run. Only needs a walk. The 1-1. Taken for a called strike 2. Change up. Hung up in the zone.
It's a good pitch on 1-1.
The 1-2. Low in the dirt, blocked by Clisby. Again, likely saved the run. Defense, so important. Brant Cummings praised his team's defensive effort, saying it's some of the best he's had in his 6 years with the Crawdads. The 2-2 to Ayala. Hits that one high and out of play. On the right field line into the parking lot.
Ayala got the start on Sunday, and he drew 2 walks. That brought his total from 5 to 7 walks on the season. That's all he's got to do here. Got to be patient.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. And the count's now full. Ball on the outside. Hidalgo has nowhere to put Bryson Ayala. The 3-2. Hit sharply into left, and a run scores. Dave Hoke holds up McCown. Bryson Ayala now gets his 5th RBI of the year, and the Stompers take the game's first lead.
Bryson Ayala snaps the offer with the bases loaded in a big way. What a time to get your first knock with the bases juiced.
Now 1 for 11 with the bases loaded, and it could have come at a better moment. The Crawdads are going to have a meeting on the mound. This inning is gone. Urapera reached on an error. 2 straight singles, including a bunt single from Wesley Bass. Johnston struck out singing, and Ayala now with his single 5th RBI of the year. The top of the order coming around here. Tino Vassell with 18 RBI. 2 of those came off of Hidalgo back on Wednesday in a home run. Howdy, gonna have to work to get out of this. Tino Vassell's home run went to right center at Monte Vista. He's gonna have to do
that ball would be caught if he
that
hits
ball
the same
would
one
be
here.
caught, especially with Bryden Bull's defensive range out in center.
So shallow. Bull and Perez in center and right are so shallow. And Perez well off the line.
First pitch, Vassell fouls it back, 0-1. McCown's at third, Bass is at second, Ayala's at first. Nick Sebastiani on deck. Vassell 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts.
Vassell already has a grand slam this season.
That was over the short porch and left. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike two. Clisby couldn't hang on to it, but he just kept it enough in front of him to pick it right back up and to hold the runners. The 0-2, taken low for a ball. Vassell didn't offer at a changeup out of his zone. The 1-2. That one hit high to left. Pulaski chasing back. He's right in front of a track and hauls it in. The runner's tag. McCown goes to home. The play over at third. Gets away, and Bass is going to hold up at third. Clisby scooped it up. Ayala is at second. 2 in scoring position, 2 out for Nick Sebastiani. 2-0 Stomps. Tino Vassell with his 19th RBI of the year. First pitch to Sebastiani, high and tight. And Cam Jones says he went around, 0-1.
Yeah, Stompers sort of wishing if Cam Jones doesn't start calling check swings at the plate. Where was the call on Dylan Perez back in the third?
Same spot. Sebastiani didn't offer 1-1. He's 0 for 2 today with a fly out. A 1-for-1 taken low. Strike 2. Two in scoring position, 2 down. Sebastiani bounces that one over. Woodson fields it, throw over to first in time. That's the final out of the inning. But not before 2 runs come across the plate on 3 hits. 1 Crawdad error, 2 left on base. We head to the top of the 6th, and the Stompers have a lead to defend. 2-0 Sonoma leads.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Wesley Harwell heads back into the 6th with a lead. Sonoma up 2-0. Harwell facing Parker, Bull, and Clisby for his 2nd inning of work.
Harwell took the loss in the game on Wednesday at Walnut Creek, and Zach Pace sent him out for a 2nd inning. He allowed 5 consecutive to reach. To be fair, there was a bunt single and a couple errors behind him.
Well, it all starts with Kevin Parker. Strikeout and a hit by pitch so far today. That one misses above his head for a ball.
Elijah Ramos is going to come off the bench to pinch hit here. Interesting. Parker's day is done.
So that is Ramos, the former Stomper, at the plate back at Arnold Field. Harwell's 1-0. This is low, ball 2. Elijah Ramos. CSU East Bay now heading to Cal State Bakersfield. Hitting 182 this year with the Crawdads. He bounces that one foul, 2-1. But against his old squad, he's been solid. Had a 2-run double in the two teams' first game against each other. 2 for 3 on Wednesday against the Stomps. He's ahead 2-1. Hits that one hard to left, and it's a base hit. Sebastiani picks it up. A leadoff single for Elijah Ramos. Brings up Bryden Bull.
Ramos has 4 of his runs driven in against these Stompers. He finds a way to really have success against his former club.
Harwell has allowed the leadoff man to get on in back-to-back innings. Struck out the next man he faced back in the 4th. Can he do the same here in the 6th? Beg your pardon, that was back in the 5th. Bull hits that one sharply and through into right. Ramos going from first to third. Bass having some trouble with it. Ramos was waved home, but held up. As he kind of took a slip running past the third base bag and had to head back.
Now pitching for your Sonoma Stompers, number 36, Wes Harwell.
Brings up Brandon Clisby. He struck out both times he's been up. Those were both against Jake Andreas. Has runners at the corners. A 2-run game, the Stomps lead. Harwell's first pitch. Hit hard over to Vassell and off his glove. It goes into foul territory. Vassell chases. 1 run comes across the plate. And Brandon Clisby cuts the lead in half. Stomps only lead by a run, and it's starting to feel like some deja vu from Wednesday is starting to kick in, Kieran. And Zach Pace might be feeling that deja vu as well. He's heading up onto the mound, and that's going to be Wes Harwell's day. New pitcher coming in here for the Stompers, who only hold a 1-run lead.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Logan Figlar comes into the game with runners on first and second, nobody out. He has a 1-run lead to defend here in the Top of the 6th. Starting off with facing Dylan Perez. He's reached both times. He's been up with a single and a walk. Shows bunt, pops that one up and out of play. Couldn't get under it. Counts 0-1. Hunter Carlson, definitely expected bunt there. He came all the way basically in line with the pitching mound there on the right side of the infield. Perez going to get another shot at the bunt. Carlson creeps in down the first base line, shows bunt, and lays it down. Foul. That time, got 2 under it. Bounced over the head of McCown and the home plate umpire, Cam Jones. 0-2, and now Perez doesn't really have that same luxury of laying down a bunt. Those runners in first and second, nobody out. The Baylor Bear against Figlar College Marin Products. 0-2, called, strike 3. Perez knew it. Started heading back to the dugout before Cam Jones made the call. First out of the 6. Brings up Barrett Ronson with 2 on. A beautiful curveball from the tall lefty Figlar. 6'5" he stands on the mound. Commanding presence. Looks back at second and fires. That one fouled back, 0-1. Ronson reached with the hit by pitch back in the second and flew out to left to end the 4th. It's a 2-1 game. Stomps hold a narrow lead over a red-hot Crawdads team that's won 11 in a row. The 0-1, Figlar high. Pick back over to first. Not in time. And that throw was a little more in line. I think Carlson would have applied that tag, but McCown, it was too low and it was fired right to Carlson. It needed to be a little bit more out in front of him. Pick still in effect here. Clisby takes his lead at first. Bull takes his lead at second. Figlar's 1-1. The runners both go. A breaking ball. That's called a strike. The throw over to second and not in time. 2 in scoring position. Eliminates the double play ball. That's what the Crawdads do. Frank Cummings about as aggressive as they come. Third base, he knows his team's got speed and he's willing to use it. Figlar is now in a pressure moment. The infield playing in. 1-2's the count, 1 out. 2 in scoring position. Figlar delivers and strikes out Ronson. Back-to-back Ks for the new arm. The Stomps are an out away from getting out of this one. 3 straight hits for Walnut Creek. 2 straight strikeouts brings up Lucas Carlisle. He struck out back in the 3rd, drew a walk back in the 5th. His first time facing Logan Figlar. Started the season as a starter. Working out of the pen this game. Fires a fastball low, ball 1.
Figlar comes in such a difficult situation, Nate, and he's done his job through the first 2, and now it gets a little bit easier. Ground ball, fly ball, anything does the trick.
Infield now back at normal depth. Not playing in because they don't need to anymore with 2 out. The 1-0. Breaking ball again. There's that curveball that gets a called strike. You could hang that pitch in an art museum. So pretty, so much vertical drop. The 1-1 goes back to the fastball high. One-two to Lucas Carlisle. has Bull at third, Clisby at second. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Figlar fires. Low. Ball 2. 90. The southpaw touched on that fastball low. McCown did a good job to keep it in front of him.
Figlar being used out of the bullpen this week because there are only 4 league games, so the starting rotation has to be cut down a little bit, and he's been good in this reliever role.
Goes to the curve again and misses low. Fell on the mound there after delivering it. 3-2. 2 down. Carlisle working back into the count here.
You have to attack Carlisle here. I think you'd rather get beat by the 9-hitter Lucas Carlisle than flip it back to the top for Pulaski.
The CCL All-Star on deck. TJ Woodson, another All-Star after him.
Challenge him.
3 balls, 2 strike, 2 in scoring position, 2 down. A run across the plate, a run to defend for Sonoma. Figlar gets the sign and delivers. Another breaking ball high. That one just didn't drop, and the bases were loaded for the top of the order with 2 out. Daniel Pulaski, 0 for 2 today with a walk. He struck out back in the 5th to Harwell, his first time facing the lefty Figlar, and now Zach Pace coming out of a dugout. To have a word with the lefty. Figlar struck out the first 2 he faced and looked like he was on the way to doing it again.
Might be an injury question. Both umpires are out there.
Now this would be a shame for Logan Figlar.
Kyle Prager and Cam Jones both there, and he's going to get a couple of warm-up tosses. I don't know if it's an injury. Maybe he's kicking out his landing spot. Could be a problem with that. Zach Pace is going to have to get someone up in a hurry if Figlar can't go. Just gave him the thumbs up. He's going to try and work out of this bases loaded jam.
Nowhere to put Pulaski in a 1-run game here in the top of the 6th. Stompers looking to snap an 11-game winning streak for the Crawdads. Pulaski has 9 RBI in the year, a double and a triple. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. Figlar looks back at second and fires to Pulaski. First pitch that hits him in the helmet. Tie ball game. Logan Figlar heads over to check in on Woodson, and they're going to call that a hit by pitch. He ducked down into it, and that's going to erase the hit by pitch. And Brant Cummings is having a word.
Yeah, it looked like Pulaski leaned in towards the baseball and tried to get hit to score a run, and he took it off the helmet. And our TrackMan system said it would have clipped the very top inside corner of the zone.
A good pitch by Figlar. He's now got to get the out. 0-1 with the bases loaded. Goes to the fastball, low. Misses on the 90-mile-an-hour. Heat, 1-1. The 1-1. Gold, strike 2. 88 in the bottom third of the zone. Figlar is a strike away from getting out of it, just like he was against Lucas Carlisle, who came back to work a walk. He's at first. Clisby at second, Bull at third. 2 down in the inning. The 1-2. Blown away. Counts that even. A one-run ball game. The base is loaded. 2 ball, 2 strike, 2 down. Figlar fires. A breaking ball that misses low.
Got to attack. Just like where you were with Carlisle, you have to attack here, Pulaski.
The carousel begins. Nowhere to put Pulaski. 1-run game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Figlar stares down and delivers. A called strike 3 to get out of it. Logan Figlar keeps Sonoma's lead for his 3rd strikeout of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th after 1 run, 3 hits, no errors come across the plate for Walnut Creek. They leave the bases loaded. Stompers got to add on to this lead.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors, from daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment. AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Stompers lead by a run. The heart of the order up against Kalani Howdigi, Carlson, Jones, and Yuripero. First pitch to Carlson, taken for a ball. Carlson didn't face Howdigi on Wednesday's game. He was still out with an injury. Made his first appearance back on Thursday against Menlo Park. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts looking. And looks at that strike, 1-1. It's a heart of the order at really struggled up into that 5th inning where Yuripero got a leadoff hit. That was the first of 2 runs to come across the plate for Sonoma. Walnut Creek got a run back in the top of the 6th. Stompers looking to attack here in the bottom half of the inning. Carlson ahead 2-1. The pitch. Carlson crushes that one to right, and it drops for a base hit all the way into foul territory and to the wall. Carlson digging for 2. Perez picks it up, and Hunter stays in there, standing at second for a leadoff double. His first hit of the ball game, and a loud one at that.
Carlson is absolutely mashing since returning from those stitches in his jaw.
Proving a point in front of his all-star coach, Brant Cummings, on the Crawdads lineup. Brings up Mike Jones with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Howdigi looks vulnerable, gave up 3 hits in a row back in the 5th. First pitch to Jones, low in the dirt. Clisby keeps it in front of him all the way up until the infield grass. But Carlson held up at second. The 1-0 to Jones. Hit to center, Bull chases and hauls it in. One just held up for a little longer than Jones wanted to for the first out of the inning. Brings up Yuri Pero, who, as I briefly mentioned, reached back in the fifth on what was ruled an error, now ruled a single. 1 for 2 today. Has a runner in scoring position in Carlson in a 1-run game. The pitch, Yuri Pero fouls it away, 0-1. Was the first batter to face Howdy, who's still in this game. Someone we're expecting the Crawdads to try and stretch out here in the middle innings. His 0-1. Yuri Pero bounces over to first, and Ronson makes the tag himself. 3U in your book. Carlson advances to third.
That adds some pressure on the catcher, Clisby. If anything gets by him, that would mean a run.
The Stompers catcher into the batter's box. Gage McCown has reached both times today. A hit by pitch in the second and a single back in the fifth. Pitch called for a strike. McCown, the Vegas native, producing since getting here to Sonoma. He's back even 1-1. Got a home run on Friday against the Merchants. 7 for 26 on the year. He's behind the count here, 1-2. Stompers would love another run here in the bottom of the sixth to bring that lead back up to 2. The 1-2, swing and a miss in the dirt. Clisby picks it up, throws over to first in time for the third out of the inning. Hunter Carlson had a leadoff double, but it couldn't score. We head to the top of the seventh. Stompers lead by a run, and Kieran Costa takes over on play-by-play.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Sam Schnitzer is a new arm for the Stompers. He relieves Logan Figler, who entered in a real tough spot. First and second, nobody out. He went strikeout, strikeout, walk, and then struck out Pulisic to leave them loaded. It's TJ Woodson, Sutter Moss, and Elijah Ramos against the new man, Sam Schnitzer. This morning, he was selected to the CCL North All-Star team, and the first pitch he sees is to Woodson, and it's lined right into the glove of the center fielder, Johnston. One pitch, one out for Schnitzer, making his 6th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 4.91 earned run average over 7 1/3 innings. He has 10 strikeouts. The issue for Sam has been the command, 5 walks, and that's going to bring up a pinch hitter, Ryan Ellis. Ellis is going to hit for the DH Moss, and Elijah Ramos will get his second chance. He's on deck. Ellis, a left-handed hitter, faces Schnitzer, a righty. Schnitzer, a live arm, over 90 miles an hour. He's going to play at the D1 level, USF, next fall. That's 91, finds the bottom corner of the zone, 0-1. Schnitzer, College of Marin last year. He threw 21 1/3 innings to a 6.33 ERA. 24 strikeouts, though, in 21 frames. A tall righty misses inside, and the count is 1-1 to Ryan Ellis. Ellis relieves Sutter Moss, who struck out twice and bounced into a 4.63. Elijah Ramos on deck. We'll get his second at bat. We'll see if it's with a man on or not. Schnitzer from Petaluma. Sets above the belt. Delivers to the plate. Ellis takes a ball. Oh, a called strike. Even longer than Cam Jones usually takes. Had me fooled. A beautiful changeup right at the knees. Ellis awaits a 1-2, and he takes low and outside. Another changeup. For Ryan, he's played at St. Mary's, UT Arlington, and then the last couple years at Sacramento State. 4th year in Walnut Creek, 2022, 2023, and now 2025, and currently 2026. All-Star selection in 22 and 23. Didn't get the nod this year, and he bounces this one towards the middle. Europero can't make the play on the backhand, and it's a single for Ryan Ellis. He plays to the scouting report right back through the middle. Now Elijah Ramos, the former Stomper, digs in from the right side. He's done damage against his former club. 4 RBI and a couple extra base hits so far. Stompers in search of a double play. Schnitzer got a line drive from Woodson, and then Ellis, a soft ground ball, got through up the middle. First pitch, Ramos takes a fastball upstairs, 90 miles an hour. Seventh inning of play. Schnitzer can really shorten this game for the Stomper bullpen. Mateo Heredia available. He's been so good this year. The pitch to Ramos hits him. Schnitzer falling off the hill, trying to throw a slider. It drills Ramos in the back. I guess drilled maybe an overstatement at a breaking ball at 76, but it brings up a ever dangerous Bryden Bull. 1 for 3 today. That single was his 19th hit of the season. 3 doubles, 3 homers, 11 driven in. Bull has struck out 14 times this year, including he struck out looking against Andreas to lead off the second. To go along with that strikeout and a single, a ground ball to shortstop, exactly what the Stompers need here. Looking to turn their second double play of the evening. Bull takes a ball. First and second. 1 out, 2-1 Stomper lead. A real good ball game between two perennial contenders in the California Collegiate League North. Dancing off second is Ellis, and missing high and tight is Schnitzer. It's 2-0. McCown was set up down and away. Schnitzer delivered high and tight. Bull, the #1 recruit, outfielder via perfect game out of Nevada last year. He redshirted at Ole Miss, trying to come through yet again for Walnut Creek. 2-0 pitch to him. Outside and high, 3-0. You wonder how quickly Zach Pace gets an arm up and loosening in the bullpen. Looks like there's already some stirring down the right field line. No slouch with Brandon Clisby on deck, but you can't hang one to Bull. Sam Schnitzer's fallen down on the mound again as he misses high. Some real landing spot issues for the big right-hander. That's the second time we've seen him fall off the hill today and miss badly. First pitch of the inning, Woodson lined out to center. Since then, single hit by pitch and 4-pitch walk. Stompers are in a world of hurt. Bases loaded with just 1 out, clinging to that 2-1 lead. And there's action really quickly getting up in the Sonoma bullpen. And here comes Mike Nunes to try and buy some time for the new reliever. Figler went an inning, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. And Zach Pace looking for his A-arm out of the bullpen. It's Mateo Heredia up and loosening. I talked to him before the game about who's going to be the mop-up guy if the command eludes one of the relievers. Heredia, a guy that Pace trusts to throw strikes, and that's what he's going to have to do unless Schnitzer can work himself out of this inning. He works against Brandon Clisby. Struck out against Andreas in the second. That was swinging. Struck out against Andreas in the fourth. That was looking. He singled against Wesley Harwell. That chased him from the ballgame. RBI knock. Clisby, the only man to drive in a run so far for Walnut Creek, has a chance to drive in a whole lot more. Clisby, 9 for 36 this year. 2 doubles, 7 RBI. Schnitzer desperately needs a strikeout, which Brandon's done twice, or a ground ball. Left-handed hitter Pettis on deck. Schnitzer comes home. This one's hit into left field. Sebastiani cuts over and reaches up to make the catch in left center. The throw's going to come into third base. The swipe tag is in time. The run scores on the sac fly by Clisby. It's a sac fly double play. Clisby ties the ball game at 2, but the Stompers get out of it. Time to stretch here in Sonoma. We've got a good one. All even at 2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Weston Thornberry into the ball game. He is the fifth man to throw for Walnut Creek. Kiwani Howdigi, 2 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out 2, and he didn't walk anybody. He gives way to Weston Thornberry, whose first pitch to Wesley Bass is lined into the glove of the first baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out for Thornberry. He starts his outing just as Sam Schnitzer does, getting an out in 1 pitch. Thornberry, a 6'2", 190-pound righty from Carlsbad. Thornberry 1-0 with a 1.42 ERA over 12 2/3 innings. He's struck out 7. He's given up 8 hits and 3 walks. He's behind Connor Johnston 1-0. Stompers trying to retake the lead. Johnson takes again upstairs at 90 miles an hour. Thornberry threw at Fresno State last year. 20 strikeouts and 9 walks over 26 1/3. Hard throwing righty pours it in there, 2-1 to Johnston. Popped out to the shortstop in the 3rd. Struck out swinging in the 5th. Trying to spark something here for the Stomps. He fouls it in and out of the glove of Clisby, 2-2. Second baseman Carlisle, a couple steps over into the hole towards first. The pitch to Johnston is held onto by Clisby on the foul tip. Strikeout number 1 for Weston Thornberry, number 10 today for Crawdad pitching. It's up to the 9-hitter, Bryson Ayala. Mateo Heredia is still throwing in the Stomper bullpen. Thornberry to Ayala, fouled into the glove of the catcher Clisby.
It's one that hung up in the zone, Kieran.
Nice little cutter, challenged him. And then gets the call bottom of the zone on a fastball. That's the zone Bryson Ayala is used to as a 6'6" hitter playing baseball. You're going to get squeezed down at the bottom at every level. 0-2 pitch with 2 outs, outside and low. That's the slider. Nice backhand pick by Clisby. Of course, just for himself and his reps with nobody aboard. Right fielder Perez very, very shallow. The pitch to Ayala in and out of the glove of Clisby to the screen. The way Heredia is throwing down there, I think it's going to be his 8th inning. And a nail-biting affair. 2-2 your score. Bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody aboard. Thornberry to Ayala is bounced right back to the pitcher. He spears it, runs halfway to first and underhands to Ronson. The side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning out of the pen for Weston Thornberry. We head to the 8th. All even at 2. You're watching Stompers Baseball on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Mateo Heredia comes out of the bullpen in a 2-2 game in the top of the 8th. Sam Schnitzer went an inning, gave up a hit, gave up a run. It was earned, walked a batter, hit a batter, and did not strike anybody out. Heredia won Stomper of the Week as a hitter this week. Had a very nice week at the plate, including a 3-hit day against these Crawdads, but now he's on the mound. He's given up 2 runs this year. Neither of them have been earned. One of those was a ghost runner. He is 0 and he's 1-1. He took the loss down in slow. 7 innings without an earned run. His first pitch over the inside corner to Dylan Perez. It's 0-1. Live arm for the righty headed to CSUN, averaging 14 Ks per 9. Set to pitch an 0-1 to Perez is a broken back ground ball. Firewood as Perez fires the shards of his bat back towards the dugout. And we'll get a new piece of lumber on the Friedman's broken bat. Cam Taylor is out in the on-deck circle. He's going to pinch hit for Barrett Ronson. second-year Crawdad Taylor. Powerful lefty who played at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College out in Georgia. We'll see what situation he finds himself in. No balls and 2 strikes. Heredia delivers to Perez. That's lined into right center field, base hit. Long run for Johnston, and he'll pick it up, a leadoff single. On base for the 3rd time today is Perez, and now Cam Taylor comes up. Long road, he played at Andrews College, then Eastern Kentucky, and now, last season, he hit .509. That's 28 for 55 at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College in Georgia. He hit .253 with 18 driven in last year for Walnut Creek, second summer in the East Bay. First pitch to him is bounced foul, first base side, 0-1. Taylor had an RBI double against the Stompers in the CCL North title game. Trying to deliver again for the Crawdads, this time in a regular season affair. Way late on a fastball at 89.
Need a clean inning here, Karen. Stompers need to put up a 0 to give their bats opportunities in the 8th and the 9th.
Heredia already working with a man on first. There's action behind him. A righty throwing for Sonoma.
The 9th if necessary.
That one's lined into center field. That's a base hit. 2 real hard hit singles by the Crawdads. First and second, nobody out. Carlisle, a right-handed hitter. Runners lead from first and second. A couple of singles for Perez and Taylor. Carlisle today struck out and walked twice. Carlson in on the grass at first, squaring to bunt and pulling it back is Carlisle. Crawdads, much like the Stompers, have pretty much an automatic bunt sign with first and second. Nobody out. Carlson crashing. It's bunted up the third base side. Charging is Vassell. He throws to first in time. That goes 5-4 on the bunt, successful. So as the runners move to second and third. And so now the Stompers infield will draw in. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. All-Star Daniel Pulasic digs in from the left side.
Good job by Europero covering first. We've seen it happen in this league where players don't cover first, but Europero got out in there in a hurry.
Pulasic grounds it to second. Europero bobbled it, and only his play is to first. With the infield in, you're trying to cut down that run at the plate on a ground ball. Europero makes the conservative play. He throws to first. RBI for Daniel Pulasic. His 10th of the season makes it a 3-2 ball game. Europero just bobbled it a little bit in his glove. He gloved it cleanly and then could not get it out.
I think he just hesitated. I don't even know if it was a bobble. He just kind of... I don't think he thought... I think he thought he wasn't going to get the out at that home plate and decided to play it safe.
TJ Woodson trying to add some insurance. Laginto, the stomper arm in the pen. The pitch to Woodson. Oh, called strike 1-1. A rowdy Crawdad bullpen down the left field line. This one's hit right over the head of Brant Cummings in the third base coaching box.
We haven't seen a bullpen this vocal all summer at Arnold Field. They are all lined up down that left field, on the left field wall, right next to the foul pole.
Kind of slow in the early season. 1-2 pitch. Line towards second. Europero slides, knocks it down, tries to pick it up, throws to first. Not in time. A soft line drive to Misael. He knocked it down. It rolled just a little bit away from him. He'll be charged with an error. It allows a run to score. And it's a 4-2 Crawdad lead.
Feels very similar to, Stompers were in a close game against these Crawdads on Friday, and they had 2 errors in the 9th.
We'll see if they send Woodson. They do. The swing is popped up towards very shallow left. It's Tino Vasilva, shortstop, and he can't see it. It drops. Coming around to score from first on the play is Woodson. Error to Vassell. That ball was hit so high in the air, he just could never pick it up. To second base on the play is Ellis, and the All-Star keeps on rolling. E5.
Now the infield having a meeting on the mound. That one, these are Europero and Vassell have been every day at second and third, and it's been a clean game so far for Sonoma up until those 2 errors. You can't have errors against these Crawdads. It happened on Wednesday. It's been on Friday. It's happening again. They've been in this game. I'd argue they've put up a very good game, but they just have not, in a big moment, come to play defensively. It's been tough to watch.
A couple miscues in the inning. 3 runs are in. There's a man at second. And Elijah Ramos, who's singled and been hit by a pitch, takes high, 1-0. Perez started the inning with a single, and Taylor singled after that. First and second, nobody out. A beautiful bunt from Carlisle put him at second and third. Daniel Polasic hit a ground ball in the infield. Europero decided to get the out at first, and then a couple errors have sort of derailed it. Fell back 1-1. There was a knuckling little line drive to Europero at second that would have ended the inning. A real tough play. He knocked it down. It just kicked a little too far away. Reached. That scored the second run, and then a mile-high pop on the infield just dropped next to Vassell. That one misses up and away, 2-1.
And other than after the first 2 batters that Heredia's faced, he's pitched a pretty solid game. It's just defense hasn't made the plays behind him.
2 balls and 1 strike. The count, Heredia to Ramos. Well, again to Heredia if necessary in the pen. Elijah goes around on a slider, down and away, 2-2. Three runs on 2 hits this inning. Still, there's a guy at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Heredia comes home to Ramos. That ball's hit hard to left. A long run for Sebastiani. He's not going to get it. Fair ball. Scoring easily is the runner Ellis. Ramos holds with a single. A brutal 8th inning continues. The score is now 6-2. RBI for Mr. Ramos. That's his 5th run batted in against the Stompers this season. That is a shockingly high number for Ramos.
It was the right call to go make the switch in the 6th inning. He's reached all 3 times with 2 singles and a hit by pitch.
This ball's popped up. Mateo Heredia makes the call himself, and the pitcher makes the catch. Maybe a little frustrated with the defense, but pitcher third baseman makes the catch in foul ground. The inning is finally over. 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 Stomper errors, a nice bunt, and a man left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Your score, Crawdads 6, Stompers 2.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Time to rally. Tino Vassell takes a called strike 1. Thornburg, a righty, delivers to Vassell, who cuts and misses, nothing in 2. The Crawdads bullpen have just taken over the left field oasis.
They've been the most.
0-2 pitch to Vassell, outside 1 and 2. Changed up on him. The pitch, Vassell takes upstairs 2 and 2. Top of the order has a chance to start a rally. And that was 93 out of the hand of Weston Thornburg. Got to start early if you're Vassell, Sebastiani, or Carlson. Down by 4 here in the 8th. The delivery. Low outside, filler up at 3 and 2. You need base runners, Nate, and you need them bad.
Yeah, and Vassell, if you put at the top of the order, he hasn't reached all 3 times he's been up. Granted, had the RBI sac fly back in the 5th, but been nothing much since then for the Stompers.
Payoff pitch, Thornburg to Vassell. Struck him out swinging. 91 on a challenge fastball. Vassell down a swinging for the 3rd time today. It's the 2nd strikeout for Thornburg.
Number 6, Sebastiani.
It's going to be tough to get 4 back in an inning, Karen. You have to stack up 2 and 2, 3 and 1, 3 and 2, 1 and 3. You can't. 4 is going to be tough against these Crawdads pitchers.
Time to start chipping away. Sebastiani checks his swing on a fastball in. Appeal to first, no swing, says Ron Materi. The 1-0 to Sebastiani, a called strike, top of the zone. Six-2 ball game, last of the 8th. 1-1 pitch to Sebastiani with the bases empty. Hit in the air to right center, not that deep. Perez drifts back and now coming in, battles the lights and makes the catch. It's now the 8th straight Stomper retired. The last man to get on base was Hunter Carlson, who led off the 6th with a double. He digs in here, 2 outs, nobody aboard.
I mean, the way this bullpen is talking, it might be Thornberry's the finish, but there is an arm down tossing for Walnut Creek.
First pitch to Carlson is hit towards second. Settling is Carlisle and throwing out Carlson. 1, 2, 3, go the Stompers at 6 up, 6 down for Thornberry. The 9th inning's next in a 6-2 ball game.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us.
Devin Laginto relieves Mateo Heredia, and his signature quick pace yields a called strike 1. Clisby 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts, a single. He also had that sac fly double play. That one is fouled into and out of the glove of McCown, 0-2. Heredia, 1 inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, no walks, hit by pitches, or strikeouts. He's in line for the loss, barring a Stomper rally in the bottom of the 9th, as that one's outside, 1-2.
Well, rally would start with a 0 on the board. Laginto been solid this season, but his last outing, when an inning and a third, gave up 2 runs against the Merchants, made things interesting on a Friday night win.
He gets Clisby swinging. Clisby down via the strikeout for the 3rd time today. That's the 12th by Sonoma pitching. Laginto has thrown 7 innings. He has 2 saves and a 1-0 record, a 5.14 ERA with 8 Ks, and he misses to Perez, who singled to start that 8th inning rally. Laginto, Rancho Cotati High School. His pitch is hit hard and through the right side for Dylan Perez, his 3rd hit of the ball game. How do you like that?
Well, I don't like it.
Got 10 hits entering play. Now he has 13. Nice day at the plate for the Baylor Bear. And now Cam Taylor will get a second at bat. He hit a hard single off Heredia in the 8th.
I get it's a rhetorical question, but I really don't like a hit in the 9th inning down by 4. Stompers need a 0.
Still playable to get that 0 if you can deuce in a ground ball on Cam Taylor, and Laginto will attack him from ahead. It's no balls in 1 strike.
I'm not a betting man, Kieran, but I'm willing to bet that Dylan Perez is going to take off stealing.
He bluffs and doesn't go as Taylor lays off a breaking ball. Nice take. The count, 1-1.
I didn't say it that exact pitch. It's going to happen probably in this at-bat, though.
Perez has a steal. He's also been picked off today. He's not running again. The pitch is outside 2-1. Maybe you're a little less aggressive with a 4-run lead. It would be nice to make it 5 runs. No need to make that out on the bases, and you trust your bats. We'll see if Perez is running on a 2-1. He's not, and Taylor fouls it straight back. The count's 2-2. No matter the result here today, not a lot of time to think about it. These two teams go at it in less than 24 hours. A 4 o'clock first pitch slated from Monte Vista High School in Danville tomorrow, the home of the Crawdads. 2-2 pitch. There Perez goes. A pitch low outside. He gets a steal, his second of the day. He's going to cash the slip for Nate.
Looks like I'll be able to eat dinner tonight.
Not sure the odds were too good on that one, though.
A win is a win, Kieran.
They all count the same. Actually, famously in betting, they don't all count the same. Sort of the entire point of odds making. 3-2 pitch. Taylor started and stopped. He bat flips ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. For Lucas Carlisle, who dropped down a beautiful bunt in his at-bat in the 8th.
I think he's probably thinking the same thing here. It might be a new batter.
It's Peyton Rolls to pinch hit in Carlisle's spot. Rolls is having himself a pretty nice season, a 327 average and a 407 on base, 4 doubles, 4 RBI. Has a chance of driving another here, but he takes low instead, 1-0. For Dylan Perez, that was his 11th stolen base. He's at second. Taylor's at first. 2-0 pitch. Right down Broadway, 2-1.
And again, you have to wonder. The Crawdads steal again. The runners both go. We've seen Brant Cummings go to that move before.
That one misses, and the count's 3-1.
And this is indeed actually Lucas Carlisle.
It's 1 on me today. 2 on me. I had the All-Star wrong, too. 3-1 is low. And the bases are loaded. And there's one positive from the bases being loaded. Devin Laginto can go back out of the windup where he looks a little more comfortable than he does out of the stretch. But Laginto has been just so good for Sonoma over the past 2 seasons. One of the better arms of the past 2 years for Coach Pace, beloved by his teammates and Stomper fans alike. First pitch is outside to Pulasic.
And the good news about the bases being loaded is the double play is in effect here.
Stompers need out, and then they need to start scoring some runs on the other end. Pulasic takes at the knees, 1-1.
You have to listen for Cam Jones to make a call. Before he points, he makes a little grunt and then usually waits a second or two before signaling strike 1.
1-1. Very late on a fastball is Pulasic. And the count's a ball and 2 strikes. This would be Walnut Creek's 12th consecutive victory. Would push the Stompers 2 games below 500. Laginto's pitch is low outside, 2-2. struggling a touch with the command here in this ninth. A 4-run 8th inning for Walnut Creek, the difference. They've overcome what was a 2-0 deficit with runs in the last 3 frames. Pulaski hits this one through the right side. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes the 2nd run, Taylor. The throw goes back to second base. A 2 RBI single. RBI 11 and 12. Hit number 11 on the day. And the score, all of a sudden, is 8-2. Holding at second base was Carlisle. Scoring were Perez and Taylor. Double play is in order. 2 on, 1 out for TJ Woodson, who's reached base 3 times. He's 1 for 4, though. He lines this one into right center field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Brant Cummings is going to throw up a very, very late stop sign for Carlisle. So station to station go the Dads. The bases are reloaded.
They're relentless, Kieran. They had a 4-run lead entering this inning. Could have easily tossed it to one of their million great arms that they have out of their bullpen. Could have kept it with Thornberry, who's gone 6 up, 6 down. But they want more. And that's a big reason why the Crawdads, they have an 11-game winning streak. They're just a relentless team that keeps on going. They haven't lost since June 14th, back in the slow. They've only lost 4 games this year. For first road game of the year here at Arnold Field, 2 to the Blues and 1 to the Merchants, who were red hot to start the year. Looking to the out-of-town scoreboard, the Merchants trail the Legends by 2 in the top of the 9th at Baylands. So Menlo Park definitely making things interesting. And this fight for the 3rd playoff spot that we're starting to see between the Merchants, Legends, and Stompers.
Walnut Creek has put up double-digit runs 4 times in the course of this 11-game winning streak, trying to get to the 10 spot here, and Ryan Ellis takes a ball low. The pitch to Ellis misses. If Menlo Park can hold on against Alameda, they would go to just a half game back of the Merchants. The Stompers would still have both of them by over a game. 2-0 pitch to Ellis. He takes low, and 3 balls and no strikes your count. One more wide one would make it a 9-2 game.
Arm starting to toss.
Another righty has been throwing for a little while now. Zach Pace is going to look into that bullpen, see if he's ready to go. The pitch is a called strike. Three and 1. Laginto got Clisby to strike out to start the inning. Since then, single, walk, single, single, and it's 3 and 1 on Ellis, who singled and reached on an error coming off the bench. He hits this one back up the middle, past Ayala into center field. 1 run comes in to score. A 2nd run right behind him. The throw to the infield is cut off by Carlson after it kicks away. And it is back-to-back 4 spots for the Crawdads in the 8th. And now in the 9th, it's 10-2. And that's going to bring Zach Pace out to the mound and will more than likely end the day for Devin Laginto. Bullpen door swings open. The call has been made. 4 in, 2 on, and 1 out. We'll come back for the end of the top of this 9th inning and the bottom of the 9th next on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, This cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Anthony Shepler, a position player, takes the hill. The white flag being waved by Zach Pace. Shepler enters with the bases loaded and delivers at 75 right down the middle. Elijah Ramos fouls it back. A couple of teammates from last season, couple seasons ago. Shepler's pitch. Reach back for 78. Ramos swings and misses. Trying to limit the damage of Devin Laginto. Went a third of an inning. 4 hits, 2 walks, a strikeout. He leaves with the bases loaded and 1 out.
He only pitched 2 times in high school. Didn't allow a run in both.
Ramos cranks this one to left center. Going into a dive is Wesley Bass. He makes the catch. That's Johnston in center with a ridiculously nice diving play. Right now, Bryden Bull is the 9th man to hit in the inning. I don't expect Shepler to be throwing that much out in high school. He led San Marin in home runs. First pitch, fastball over the outer corner.
But 2 balls out of his own.
Cam Jones opening up the zone, and a strike zone bat should mirror a 10-2 scoreline. A position player on the mound. Shepler gets Bryden Bull, a Ole Miss Rebel, a team that played deep into the NCAA postseason, is facing a guy that hasn't pitched since high school, throwing 78, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shepler comes home, and Bull takes low. That's Shepler's attempt at a slider. He missed with it below the zone. He counts 1-2.
The Stompers had a lead in the 7th inning. They're now pitching a positional player in the 9th.
That's what the Crawdads can do. They can put up runs, and they can put them up quickly. 1-2 pitch, Shepler to Bull. Hit foul.
I mean, it feels like these teams aren't that far apart in a lot of aspects.
It's just been 1 inning a couple times.
It really just has been an inning. guess 2 here today.
1-2. Bull bounces it towards second. Europero gobbles it up, fires to first, and Anthony Shepler comes out of a bullpen and leaves the bases loaded. 4 in on 4 hits and 3 left. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Last looks for the Stompers. They trail by 8.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Last looks for Sonoma in a 10-2 ball game. Swinging first pitch is Mike Jones, and he serves one into right field for a hit. It gets by Perez and rolls to the wall, and Jones is going to pull into second with a double.
Yeah, Perez kind of just misjudged that ball. He ran in on it, and it kind of bounced right past him trying to scoop it up.
Martinez, a 5'11", 210 righty, making his 5th appearance. He has not allowed a run in 7 innings pitched. He has a start and a save.
And unlike previous games, we haven't seen Stompers even though they're down by 8. Zach Pace turned to pinch hitters. He's keeping the starters on.
It's Europero, a lefty who takes up and away. Martinez at Concordia Irvine. He had a ERA over 11 and 12 2/3, and out to the mound goes Clisby to talk things over with Martinez.
He's got insurance.
Got 7 runs to work with. An 8th would tie the ball game. Stompers need 9 to win here in the bottom of the 9th. Martinez, the righty, delivers to Europero, who serves it foul into and over the Flybird Margarita Lounge down the left field line. You can purchase tickets to see the Stompers later this week. They will be back home on Thursday to face the Santa Maria Indians. And then on Friday, it's country night, also against Santa Maria. Europero takes a called strike 1 and 2. Santa Maria Indians in for 2 games, both at 6:05 on Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, grandstand tickets are sold out. You can get tickets in the bleachers to watch the Stompers and the Knicks on America's 250th birthday, 5:05 start. 1-2 pitch from Martinez. Europero takes low.
Fireworks after that game on Friday should be a fun one. Also the same day as the CCL All-Star game where 3 Stompers will be going, Carlson, Vassell, and then Sam Schnitzer.
You can see the Stompers in the parade in the morning giving out candy and pocket schedules, and then baseball and fireworks. Hard to beat that. 2-2 pitch. Europero grounds it weakly to third. Easy play for Woodson, whose throw across the diamond is in time. Having to hold was Jones. Unproductive out for Europero, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher number 24, Gage McCown.
McCown will try and reach for the 3rd time. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning against Lorenzetti, who started this game. Since then, it's been Haskins, Delaney, Howdigi, Thornbury, and now Martinez. Right on right against McCown. The catcher with pop for the Stompers for sure, and he takes a first pitch slider for a called strike 1. The loss will be charged to Mateo Heredia, barring a rally, who gave up 4 runs in an inning. That inning was the 8th. Just 2 of those earned, though. Defensive miscues continue to plague the Stomps. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by McCown. 0-2. Wesley Bass in the on-deck circle. No balls and 2 strikes. Right on right, Martinez to McCown. Dancing off second is Mike Jones. The pitch. Up and away. Firm fastball at 89. Before that homestand, though, the Stompers will have a chance at revenge against these Crawdads. That game starts in a little under 19 hours. McCown takes inside 2-2.
You need a win.
Yeah. In 18 and a half hours, we have a first pitch slated from Monte Vista High School. Stompers hoping to make this game last a little bit longer.
As we were kind of saying earlier, Kieran, it feels like they're just so close to getting these Crawdads in games, not in the standings. But
McCown swings and misses. Second out of the inning for Martinez, his first of the outing, and for Walnut Creek, pitching their 12th.
But the problem has been you've kind of beat yourself. It's been errors in innings or free passes and the lineup going quiet at bad points. You would have loved a leadoff single back in the 7th, a leadoff double back in the 7th for the 8th, but it came in the 9th when you're now down by 8.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, Menlo Park has completed a victory over the Merchants, as that one is a called strike 1. It's a really, really scuffling Alameda squad. Lost 7 of 8. 0-1 pitch to Bass. Popped up, foul out of play, and the Stompers are down to their final strike.
I guess that's a positive takeaway. You drop a game, a team right behind you drops a game as well. That's a small victory you can take away from tonight.
Wesley Bass aiming for his 3rd run batted in. Maybe he could take a real victory. 8 to force a 10th inning. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, man at second and 9th. Martinez delivers home, and Bass hits it to third. Gloved by Woodson. Long throw across the diamond. Cam Taylor stays on the bag, and the ball game is over. The Crawdads pummel the Stompers by the final score of 10-2. We'll be back with the totals after this.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Sad tunes, as we all. Why? We lost, and we're the one. Have you ever been to like a baseball game, dog? You think the Giants are playing I? Stompers lose. They fall to 10-12. Their mini one-game winning streak is snapped. The Crawdads, congratulations to Brand Cummings for their 12th consecutive win. Walnut Creek improves to 6-1. Sonoma falls to 9-6. That's a road record for Walnut Creek, a home record for Sonoma. Still, Walnut Creek's only blemish away from home is that opening game to the Stompers. 3-1 the season series now in favor of the Crawdads. The winning pitcher is Weston Thornberry. He improves to 2-0. Mateo Heredia the loss. He drops to 1-2. And Nate, it's giving up crooked numbers, continuing to haunt the Stomps.
Yeah, and it was a game that they had a lead in. Walnut Creek tied it. Your lineup went quiet, and then the 8th with one of your best relievers all summer. And, you know, the dam kind of broke. Put up a 4-spot. Put up another 4-spot in the 9th to really put away any hopes of a comeback. It's a really tough loss that you really only have yourself to blame because you had errors in that inning like you've had a lot of this summer against these Crawdads in games that you feel like you're competitive in. The Stompers are so close to getting over this hump against the Crawdads or against the Blues. It's just errors that you are putting on yourself that you cannot be having in these games that are preventing them from doing so.
Sonoma falls to Walnut Creek. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Triumphs over 2 runs, 6 hits, and 3 errors. Weston Thornberry 2-0. The winner over Mateo Heredia 1-2. The loser. The game ended at 9:25, which makes the time of the game 3 hours and 12 minutes. Sonoma falls to 10-12, and the unofficial second half of the season, if you just count it by the numbers, starts with a loss. Walnut Creek 12 wins in a row, 16-4. Stompers have a chance at revenge tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The pregame show starts at 3:50. Audio-only broadcast from Monte Vista High School in Danville. One last time, the Dads beat the Stomps 10-2. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.